4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Yeah. What up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Miles, what's poppin', yo? Miles, what's going on? How's life?
It's good, man. It's good.
It's good. Getting it in?
All the time. I just finished making a delivery. You know what I'm saying? I did a job yesterday in another town.
Nice.
I'm out here, man. I'm out here working it, man. You feel me?
Nice. That's what's up.
What's going on with you?
I'm chilling, man. We got for those who don't know, we hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. You feel me?
Congratulations.
So thanks for all of you guys out there for subscribing, and keeping that going. And also, we got the sale going on up until tomorrow night. Monday night at 11:59. So what it is that if you join the Bad Boy membership, you get the ultimate Bad Boys package for free, which is basically damn near all the products. So if you
like everything.
Right. So if you were on the fence about joining the Bad Boy membership, you need to do it now. Okay? Like if you don't do it now, I don't know what to tell you. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So
Right.
So make sure you guys do that. Just join the Bad Boy membership before 11:59 Eastern Standard Time on Monday, July 24th, and you can take advantage of that sale. So that's my thank you to you guys for subscribing and rocking with us. You feel what I'm saying?
That shit is pretty fucking generous. Cause
exactly.
I'm looking at the fucking list of shit that they getting in the sale, and I'm like, I mean, you know me, I'm a stingy entrepreneur, so I'm looking at you like, man, this nigga giving away the whole fucking thing. Like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, if y'all dudes ain't, if y'all ain't on it, I gotta make sure y'all, get up on that shit. And for all those, I've been getting a lot of other cats that's on the Bad Boy membership hitting me up. So if you are on the Bad Boy membership, email me and I will send you the package just for being on the Bad Boy membership. So if you're already on it, send me an email. And if you just join before Monday night, then you will get the package. After Monday night, it's not happening. So make sure you guys get on it. So you have today and you have tomorrow. So make sure you make that happen. You feel me? But today we're going to be talking about, why society makes you think women are special. Okay, we're going to be talking about that shit, you guys putting women on a pedestal, all the other craziness, right? So we're gonna get deep into that. But before we do that, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna get into some news. All right, so you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Yeah, we are back. We are back on the Bad Boy Show. So it's been a lot of fuckery happening in the news, man. God damn it.
Way too much fuckery. Way too much.
A lot of shit. Is this like really? Is this really going on? So first we're gonna start with the R. Kelly situation. So for those who don't know, R. Kelly's back in the news, basically because they were saying that he's running some sort of sex cult in his house because he has like some, a few women living with him. And so they're saying that these women are being held, I guess, against their will, and he's mind controlling them. And, they're being controlled, so they can't leave. And it's all this, it's horrible. And I'm like, come on, dog. Like, seriously. Like it, and you know, this is the thing that always annoys me about this whole R. Kelly situation, because it's like, because of some shit he did back in the day, right? Now anything he does with that has to involve women or sex or dating or whatever, it's an issue. Because didn't this dude, he was dating some 19-year-old chick, and motherfuckers was going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
They was getting mad talking about, because at the time I think he was around 50 or almost 50.
Right.
So it was like, oh, what does a 50-year-old man have in common with a 19-year-old woman?
Right.
Like that just sounded like some fucking dickheaded, simp, dumbass shit to say. Like,
exactly.
What the fuck you mean? Like, first of all, let's not forget R. Kelly is one of the most celebrated and talented individuals in R&B for the past 2 decades.
Right. Exactly.
That's number one. The nigga could sing, and the nigga got money.
Mm-hmm, pretty much.
Like which bitch don't have nothing in common with a nigga with money?
Exactly. It's like,
and then on top of that, he's actually talented. Stop the fuckery. Like, this shit is so, you know what I'm saying?
Like, why is that even a surprise? Like, oh, really? A 19-year-old hot bad chick wants to get with this famous rich R&B singer? Is that even a thing? Like, is that even, like, does that boggle your mind? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, it's like, there's so many things to the story. There's so many points to the story, because like, and it has to do with what we're talking about on the show today, because it's like they want to act as if chicks are like, you know, every chick is super independent and intelligent and strong, and they don't need a man, and you know, they're every fucking female out there is super duper ambitious and wants to do for herself,
right?
And wants to go get a career and doesn't need a man for anything. But no, like the average, like I've been telling y'all niggas, the average female out here ain't shit, and she knows she ain't shit. And all she really want is a free ride and to be taken care of.
Right.
That's all she really wants.
Pretty much.
She don't really want no responsibility. She don't want to do shit but look pretty, be in comfortable surroundings and in comfortable environment, and get fucked. That's
right.
all she wants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they try to put this narrative like so they use the R. Kelly story as and they try to push the narrative that men are evil and old men with money are, you know, he's brainwashing these females.
Right.
And they're being kept against their will. No, motherfucker. Like, these chicks are really just that worthless. Like, for real.
And you know what's funny is that it's like, you know, they make it seem as if, you know, they say the whole, oh, he's brainwashing them, he's manipulating them, because they're looking at it like, well, oh, these women out here are so intelligent, so it must be he's brainwashing them or manipulating them in some way, because a woman would never want to put herself in a position that these girls are in. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, they have this like weird ass thought process of it. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, I'm like, yo.
These young, beautiful, intelligent women, there's no way that they could be willingly doing this.
Right.
It has to be manipulating them in some way.
Right. And I'm like, yo, and I'm like, okay, this is the social media age. You trying to tell me if some chick was somewhere that she ain't want to be, you understand? You trying to tell me she couldn't have put out a tweet? She couldn't send a text message to a friend? She couldn't put something on Snapchat, Instagram to say, yo, I'm in this motherfucker's house, help me? You feel what I'm saying? Like what is he at? He got them, you know, chained to radiators or something? Like, what's going on? You feel what I mean? Like,
the nigga, let's not forget, the nigga still tours and goes out and performs.
Right.
He's not even there half the time.
Right.
Or more than half the time. So, what's really keeping these bitches there, B?
Right, you know exactly.
Like, stop, man. Like the shit just get me mad, because it's like, yo, like.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. It's either they're smart and intelligent, or they're dumb and gullible. Which one is it? Because one minute, right, one minute, oh, these women are so intelligent, they're so, you know, they're the best and they're independent and all this other stuff. And then the next minute it's like, oh, but this guy's manipulating them and he's doing this. So I'm like, well, if they're so intelligent, then how is he manipulating them? How is he doing all this shit? You feel what I'm saying? And then if the case is not that, then it's like, okay, well, if he is manipulating them and doing all this other stuff, then you can't use the all these women are intelligent narrative. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't have both.
Exactly. And then the other part is they don't want to respect the game neither.
Right.
You
Real
understand
talk.
what I'm saying?
Real fucking talk.
Because let's be honest, like R. Kelly has, it's two different locations, mind you. Like, he has a location in, if I'm not mistaken, I think one was in Georgia and another one was in, if it's not Chicago, then it was Washington, D.C., right?
Right.
And the thing is, son, remember, like, there's a, if you check the stats, the age of consent in Georgia is 16.
Right.
R. Kelly is based in Chicago, but he looked at the game and said, "Well, I got enough money to have houses in different states, so I'm gonna find a state where the fucking age of consent is younger because I like young bitches."
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Therefore, I'm not breaking any laws if I happen to be fucking with a 17-year-old. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm fucking around with her in that particular state. Now, I don't give a fuck about right or wrong. Y'all can miss me with all that bullshit.
Right.
The point of the matter is, the nigga is playing the game, so he's not breaking any laws, and he's still getting what he wants.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the only fucking part that really matters.
Right.
Like, you can all you people with all the morals and all of the bullshit, y'all can suck a dick with all that shit because the nigga's not breaking any laws and he's getting what he wants out of life. Y'all just mad that he's playing the game and he's a game to spit to these fucking young broads to get them to do what he want them to do. And more importantly, he's getting them to do what they actually want to do.
Right. That's what I was about to say.
So that's the real part. That's the real part of the game. When you understand the game, you're not forcing anybody to do anything.
Right.
You're giving someone the opportunity to do what they actually want to do. That's what you understand about the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Real shit.
When you understand the game and you spit the right shit to a bitch, you're giving her the opportunity to be the nasty, dirty slut that she actually wants to be. That's how you out here.
Exactly.
It's not about you, because niggas is like, Mr. Lucario teaches game, but I'm not trying to play games.
Right.
I don't know anything about that. That's so stupid and blah, blah, blah. But if you really understand game is not about you trying to get somebody to do what you want them to do.
Right.
You're giving them the opportunity to do what they truly want to do.
Right. You're just providing the platform. You feel what I'm saying? You have enough game to provide the platform in order for the chick to do exactly what she wants to do. This is why I always was talking about, like, yo, if you're a guy and you're out here in the game, you have to have your shit on point where you're saying, look, this is my purpose. This is what I'm trying to do. So when you're doing what you do, the girl that's fucking with you, the girl that's going to cooperate, she's going to be on your team and she's going to follow your program because your program coincides with her program. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because she's like, I want to be with a guy who's doing A, B, C, and D. And you happen to be doing A, B, C, and D. So you're not tricking her into doing A, B, C, and D. She wanted to do A, B, C, and D in the first place. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, so that's the thing. But see, it's like you have to first be true to yourself and say, this is what I'm about, so that you can find a chick that wants to follow that program. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, you're not, coercing her to do some shit or manipulating her or trying to trick her into doing some shit. You're just giving her the platform to do the shit that she wanted to do in the first place. It's like when you have a fucking artist who wants to be signed to a record label or something. You feel what I'm saying? The record label is there to provide the artist the opportunity to do what the fuck they wanted to do in the first place. Record labels don't go up in people's houses and yoke them up and say, yo, I'm gonna make you sign to my label. Maybe if you're Suge Knight, I don't know. But other than that, You know, other than that, you know what I mean? Like, the people come to the fucking labels, right? So it's like they the ones that want to do it, and they're providing the fucking space and the opportunity. You feel what I mean? So that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So these chicks who's fucking with R. Kelly, they coming to him. I'm sure R. Kelly ain't, you know, up in the streets on some pickup artist shit trying to run up on chicks. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what you expect? Like, I'm sure R. Kelly just probably be fucking hopping out of a van on his way to the bathroom, and like 3 or 4 chicks is hollering at him on the way to the bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, ain't nobody forcing these chicks.
He get off the stage after singing his songs and shit, and his bitches up in his fucking dressing room.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't call none of y'all, man.
Right.
You understand? All I did, I wrote some songs. Y'all niggas like them shit. I performed them shit. And then bitches be up in my dressing room. What the fuck you want from me?
Right.
And mind you, let's get back to the story too. Let's get back to the story about like they stated that like 2 or 3 of the girls who that they are now complaining that you know, he's doing all of these things to. 2 or 3 of the girls have been dropped off to R. Kelly's house by their parents.
Wow. See.
You understand? Because the parents had it in their mind that R. Kelly was supposed to, like, you know, vocally train these chicks and turn them into stars or some shit.
Right.
You understand? So the parents themselves were looking for an opportunity for their daughters. So the parents was greedy, was trying to be greedy from the beginning.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, another thing to look at with this story is that the chick and the parents that are coming out now and complaining about the whole abusive cult situation and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
These chicks are now, they're age 24, 25, and 26. Now, remember, we're dealing with a man, R. Kelly. He likes young broads.
Right.
Okay? Now, he deals with these women for some time, maybe a couple of years, maybe a couple of months, whatever it is. But you got to understand, the only chicks that are complaining are the chicks that are 24 and older now. You understand? These chicks, they've ran their course with Mr. Kelly.
Right.
Mr. Kelly's like, yo, I'm good with y'all. Y'all could take it or leave it, or you know, get the fuck out of my house now. Like, I'm done with y'all.
Right.
These chicks, they feel scorned now. You understand? They feel like now, like you know, when in the beginning when R. Kelly was fucking buying them clothes, letting them live in his lavish luxury home, and doing all this shit for them, fucking them like they wanted to be fucked, and you know, all of the shit that they ever wanted and dreamed of, showing them attention, buying them jewelry and all this shit, taking them out to dinners and whatnot.
Right.
Everything was cool. But now you're old. Mr. Kelly don't really like you no more. Mr. Kelly's trying to find some new shit,
right,
some young shit. And now all of a sudden you feel scorned. Now all of a sudden is what he was doing was an abusive cult.
Right.
When you was in there fucking benefiting from the whole situation, everything was all good. But now that you're a woman scorned because your pussy's old and ran through now all of a sudden, R. Kelly is running an abusive cult and we need to put a stop to this because he's an evil man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see how shit changes?
Right.
R. Kelly just been doing him the whole fucking time.
Exactly. And real talk, if you want to be real about it too, is a lot of the people that's angry at this shit is just people who have their own like feeling about it based off of their reality. Meaning, so like all these women that shitting on him, right? The like, you know, because he still have like, you know, women fans, whatever. But you got some of the women are like, oh, he's so disgusting, blah blah blah. They're the old chicks that feel a certain type of way about the fact that he want to fuck with young girls. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got niggas who don't got no game and who hardly ever fuck with any chicks ever. And they can't imagine and this is why they believe it's a sex cult and believe he's brainwashing them and all this stuff, because they can't fathom the idea that multiple women would want to be fucking with one guy. You feel what I'm saying? They don't understand that. So they're like, oh, he must be doing some evil magic to their brains because intelligent women wouldn't stand for that shit. You know how many times I heard that type of shit where you be like, oh, you be dealing with all these girls. They must be insecure and have low self-esteem and all that dumb shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, they say that to justify their own feelings about the shit. Then you got the simp ass dads out there. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, oh, well, if R. Kelly stepped to my daughter and this is what I'm like, man, nigga, to me, they're the worst. Because those are the same niggas that was fucking around, but as soon as they got a daughter, they want to act like bitch ass niggas. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? I even said it in this video the other day. I said, yo, if I ever have a daughter and y'all hear me talking that shit, I give you permission to punch me in the fucking face, okay? I'm telling y'all right now, if I ever have a daughter and I start talking that shit, if you see me on site, okay, punch me in my face, all right? That's all I'm saying. I'm serious. Like, that's some bullshit. Like, that's some straight bullshit. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, that shit is crazy. I'm like, man, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so in other news, people, in other news, your boy O.J. Simpson is what is he, out on parole or some shit?
Yeah. After him parole, because remember he went to jail for that armed robbery shit,
right?
In Vegas, and he tried to steal his memorabilia back or some shit.
Right, and that's crazy because he's been in jail for 9 years and shit.
Yep.
It don't even seem like that long. 9 years, be like, where the fuck does the time go? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, he's basically like getting out. Is it like, is everything a wrap? Is he gonna be like chilling with his?
I don't know how many years he got. I think he might, because the thing with that robbery charge is that robbery charge, they gave him like the max sentence because since he got off for the original OJ trial,
right?
Like the justice system is pissed. Now a regular nigga would have got like for that armed robbery shit, they probably would have got like maybe 5 to 7 years. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if they actually assaulted anybody, or I know that they kill anybody. And I don't even know if they really stole anything. And the thing that they said he stole was his anyway, originally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So truthfully, he really shouldn't have got more than maybe 5 to 10 with a possibility of parole after 3 years or something like that. But they gave his ass the max because they would try to even out the bullshit. So he probably got like 10 years, 12 years, but they gave him, or maybe even 15 years, but they gave him parole after 9.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But parole don't mean it's over. Parole just means, parole means you're still serving time, but because of the nature of your crime and because of the nature of your character, they're giving you a chance to see if you could go back into society and be, a law-abiding. But your time is still on the books. So if he does have I didn't do the research, but if he has 15 and he goes out and he fucks up again and they find him, either assaulting somebody or doing something stupid against the law, he got to go back inside to finish out his 15 years and probably get a little bit more time added to his fucking sentence because of the charges brought against him. So he has to be really, really careful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. He's he needs to, when he gets out, man, he needs to stay far away from white chicks. He need to take a break. Stay far away from them.
He need to take a break from all chicks.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a nigga like him, truthfully, I'm gonna tell you, a brother like him, he is one. His situation is a situation where I would definitely consider investing in prostitutes.
Exactly. No, I was thinking the same thing.
Because here at the Bad Boy Show, we talk about game and getting what you want, getting bitches, whatever. But in OJ's case, I guess your persona or your situation is way too sensitive for you to have a misunderstanding with a regular bitch.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So if you want some pussy, you're better off just paying the money and signing a contract with a fucking prostitute. She comes, she fuck you, and leave, and that's it.
Like an escort service type of shit.
Yeah, like a straight escort service where everything is laid out and there's no misunderstanding. Because a regular chick, just because she knows she'll be able to make money off your name and make money off of like anything that you do, like wrong or whatever. A chick will be walking past your house and you say good morning to her, and all of a sudden you got cops coming to your house talking about, oh, you verbally assaulted this lady.
Right.
And all you did was say good morning type shit. Like, it's like OJ's situation is really fucked up. You got to be real careful.
Man, I would have me a fucking get an escort service. I sign a damn contract. She got to sign a contract. Then I would have 2 other like bodyguard niggas in the room with me while I'm fucking the chick, while they're videotaping the whole situation. So we got the two guys as witnesses and the videotape and the fucking signed confession. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be fucking around.
No, but check it out. You can't make it be 2 guys. You got to make it be a guy and a girl.
Right? Yeah. Hell yeah.
So if it's guys that guys are evil.
Right.
You need to have a female perspective.
Right. Exactly.
Over that, especially when you're dealing with sex. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing with OJ though is that if he gets out, he might pull up on Jay-Z though. You feel what I'm saying for that song?
Yep.
So Jay-Z need to watch his back. He's gonna be like, yo, Jay, I heard that song you did. Jay-Z gonna come and do that laugh that he be doing. he gonna start talking. Oh, you know how Jay-Z be sounding nervous when he talk? Oh shit. Oh, hilarious. But anyway, so in other news, Usher is out here giving chicks herpes and money. So this
God.
nigga, man, so the story was he gave some chick herpes and then gave her like $1 million. Was that what they was talking about?
Well, yeah. So the thing is, like, allegedly he gave a girl herpes, and then she took him to court, and so apparently he gave her they settled out of court, or they settled the case, and he gave her 1.1 or $1.3 million. But according to the settlement, she was supposed to also, it was like a disclosure agreement where she couldn't talk about it.
Right.
But somehow this case, the case got put into public record, and people know about it now.
Right.
Now this is still alleged, because they're saying that if he actually did settle out of court and put a disclosure agreement, there's no legal way that this was supposed to be exposed to the public. So they're saying that just the fact that some people are speculating that just the fact that this is being released to the public is showing that there's been some type of misrepresentation with the whole case. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But why? I don't understand. Like, how do you? Like, why do you give the girl money because you gave her herpes? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas get herpes every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I don't know. It has something to do with his celebrity, and so it'll hurt his celebrity if people know that he got herpes.
Right.
You know
so I guess he was trying to.
So he was trying to pay her so she could keep her mouth shut.
Right.
Pay her to never say that it was Usher who did it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Because I'm like, because the way they made it sound like he's giving the chick money because he's like, oh my bad, I gave you herpes, I'll give you some money. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah. It's more about his image and all that shit.
Right. That's crazy, man. But yo, it's wild out there. I mean, it's not shocking that, he would have herpes. I mean, come on, like, dude. The amount of chicks this motherfucker's been fucking in his career, come on, dog. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Because, see, you guys gotta understand, like, these celebrities, they still men. So imagine you became a celebrity and you was getting an onslaught of not only just women, but super bad chicks that's trying to smash. Right. You understand? So you would have herpes too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Just understand that. But anyway. So in the last story we got here, there was a story that was going on around social media and everything, and it's become this big thing or whatever. Where this black cop, he's like a Somalian dude or Muslim dude, I don't know, but he got called on some call. This white lady named Justine Diamond or something like that. She called the cops, and he rolls through and basically shoots her, and she dies. You understand? So now, all over social media, it's kind of crazy because everyone's like looking at what's going to happen because now it's a black cop shooting a white woman, a white person or whoever. And, it's always been the opposite, or just like cops just in general shooting black people and nobody gives a fuck. So they want to see if this cop is going to actually get charged or whatever. And they want to see what's going to happen throughout this whole thing. But it's interesting on social media because, a lot of black folks is sort of like trolling the whole situation, because just like how when black people get shot by the cops, there's always some damn excuse like, oh, well, maybe it's because you were resisting, or, you should have followed the rules and all this other stuff. So everybody on social media is saying the same thing about her. They was like, well, maybe she was, maybe the cop feared for his life and maybe she wasn't following the rules and this and this and that. You see what I mean? And then so It's funny because I was looking at a thread on my Facebook feed, and, they had the story of it up. And then so this white chick, she commented, she was like, oh, she's like, I don't think this is right. And, it doesn't matter if the person's black or white. It's an injustice. And she's like, I don't think it's good that, you're making fun of this and blah, blah, blah. Right. So this other lady commented to her, and she was like, well, why is it all of a sudden now you're outraged, but when it's black people, you haven't really said anything? And then she's like, no, I care and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Right. So then the white lady was like, oh, I'm not racist and I care about all people and all this other stuff. Right. So then the black chick responded to her, and she was like, oh no, you're bullshitting, and I think you're racist and you're just trying to pretend, right? So then the final message this chick sent, the white chick who just said she wasn't racist, right? She responded and said, oh, fuck you, why don't you go back to the hood and start eating fried chicken and watermelon? and I'm just like, yo, it's that quick? Like, you couldn't even pretend not to be racist for another 5 minutes? Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she just came out with it. Like, she couldn't even take it no more. She was like, fuck it.
Like, yo, I can't hold it in any longer. Fucking nigga. Oh, my God.
Exactly. Like, she was waiting. I was like, you see? Oh, man, this shit is crazy. But I'm just like, yo.
I can't hold it longer.
Right, but exactly. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and see, that's the issue right there, man. It's like, yo, and it's funny how what happened to all the Blue Lives Matter people? Like, they mad quiet right now. You feel what I'm saying? They mad quiet about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And it's funny because I was watching a video earlier, and they were saying that how a lot of police brutality is costing taxpayers a lot of money, because every time when these cops are shooting these motherfuckers, like the families be getting like millions of dollars. So and that's the taxpayers are paying that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
And me and Miles just had to deal with some tax shit. The other day, I'm like, these fucking people, we ain't trying to. So I'm like, damn, like, so this shit is going crazy. And people are out here, it's just like interesting. So I'm like interested to see where this story is gonna go. You understand? Because let's be honest, this shit is just about race. Okay, like before it was like, oh, it's the cops, and they try to make it seem like it's just the cops and the civilians, and it's not about race, and and this and this and that. But now, as soon as a white chick gets shot for no reason, you feel what I'm saying, and it's by a black officer, right? Now it's like a whole different dynamic. You understand? Because all the Blue Lives Matter people, they are nowhere to be fucking found. They ain't trying to, cape for this dude. You feel what I'm saying? And then now they're saying, oh, it's an injustice and this wasn't right and blah, blah, blah. Now everything is, oh, this isn't right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's whack, yo. Like, people are so fucking whack. Like, the whole bias with this shit is so fucking whack. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's funny because I think I feel like a lot of white people feel a certain type of way because they thought they were like like safe. You feel what I'm saying? They thought they was really safe. And the thing is, you know, there's certain people that be online, they be talking about, oh, but you know, there's a lot of white people that get killed by the cops too, and you just don't hear about it because this and that. And that's true, but usually what happens when white people usually get killed by the cops is because those white people actually were being belligerent, meaning they were actually going in on the cop. You understand? Like, you ever see like a white person argue with a cop? Like, that shit is amazing to black people. We're like, wow. Like, that shit is like magic. You feel what I'm saying? So you have a lot of white people that will argue, like, they'll be like, this is bullshit and blah, 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 blah. And they'll be all up in the cop's face and all, like, a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of those white folks that do get shot by the cops, a lot of times it has to do with that, where they got too extra. Versus when a black person is just existing, you feel what I'm saying? They're just there and they getting shot. You feel what I mean? So it's a totally different thing. So you can't compare, oh, the white people getting shot, but to the, no, it's a totally different type of situation. So you guys got to understand that shit. But anyway, that shit is crazy. But look, before we go on break, let's get a subscriber email real quick. Hold on, let me see. Let me get one of these. All right, so this one says, hey player, I was in a 2-year relationship with this chick, off and on. And then she told me that she has mentally checked out. What does that mean? And how should I handle it? Wow. Okay. See, when a woman is mentally checked out, it's a wrap. You got to understand that, because it's all about the feelings and the emotions with women. See, basically what's probably going to happen is the girl's going to leave you soon. You understand? See, a woman once she's mentally checked out, she's on her way out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's there physically, but she's not there mentally. So right now, all she's doing is she's lining up a new guy. And as soon as that new guy is lined up, where it's like sort of solidified, where they're sort of fucking around, or she has maybe, you know, one or two other guys, it's a wrap. It's over. So it's actually a wrap now. She's just like, her body is just there, but her soul and her emotions it's not. So if she's mentally checked out, is done. And the fact that she's told you that she's mentally checked out, you know, she's like, most women aren't even gonna let you know. They're just gonna be mentally checked out. You won't even fucking know. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact that she told you, you understand? That means that, okay, yeah, that shit is it's probably a wrap for you, buddy. So I would say, you know, you just got to charge that to the game. You see what I mean? Like, that's pretty much done. That's over. You know what I mean? Because when a chick is done, she's done. You can't do nothing about that shit. Because once you lost the mind, you're going to lose the body. The body's going to be gone soon enough. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Just charge that shit to the game. Keep that shit moving. Keep it pushing. And talk to some other chick. You feel what I'm saying? So, Miles, you got anything to say on that before we go on break?
Nah, that sums it up right there. Charge that bitch and move on, man.
Exactly. All right, so listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about why society makes you think women are special. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to pavionphoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at pavionphoto.com. That's Pavion photo.com. Pavionphoto.com. Yeah, people. We are back.
Yeah.
We are back on The Bad Boy Show. So, today we're talking about why society makes you think women are special, okay? So, you know, a lot of this really just in general has to do with you being conditioned and you being indoctrinated into thinking and seeing women a certain way. You understand? Like, even I talked about on Facebook the other day, I was saying, you know, I wrote a status. I said, ladies first is a simp mentality. You feel what I'm saying? Like, thinking that just because this woman is this person is a woman, right? That she deserves special privileges. Now, in specific situations, there are special things you should do for women because they are women. Like, if a chick is like pregnant and you're on a crowded train and she looks like she needs to sit down, you know, yeah, you can get the seat because you're pregnant. You feel what I'm saying? So, but because of that difference, I'm going to give you special treatment. You feel what I'm saying? But in general, you know what I mean? Where a person says, well, you should open a door for a woman. It's like, no, I'll open the door for whoever's there. It could be man or woman. I'm not just doing it because you're a woman. You feel what I'm saying? Because then that starts or sparks the thought process and the mentality that I need to do extra stuff for you because you're a woman. You see what I'm saying? So it is that type of energy that when you bring to the game is going to sort of make your game go off course, is going to make you make a lot of mistakes in the game because you're basically putting women on that pedestal. You're seeing them as, you know, special or even better than you in certain situations. And that's going to affect how you interact with women. You feel what I'm saying? And the first thing I want to talk about too is that, you know, the way that women are marketed in society makes you think that they're special. You understand? So like a lot of times you get a lot of thoughts and ideas from the media. So like a lot of movies you watch, a lot of TV shows where they'll show, like, let's say if you see one of those goofy ass like romantic comedy movies where it's like the nerdy, corny, goofball guy who wants to get with this super awesome, popular, sexy, perfect woman. You feel what I'm saying? And so he has to go through this journey in order to like get her. You understand? Like, and she's just perfect. Like, she, you know, she's like, there's nothing wrong with this woman. She's just like the epitome of awesome, you know, and you have to go through this journey to get to her. You got to climb that mountain. You understand? And so when you see these like, you know, type of archetypes in these movies over and over again, and they have you identify with as the guy, as that nerdy, cornball, goofy guy that's trying to get this awesome, like, you know, cool chick. You understand? It's never the chick that has issues and all of that. It's usually the dude. You understand? I think they had like one movie I remember that was like that, where the chick was like the nerd and then the guy was the cool guy. You understand? Like, it's usually the other way around. So it's like, so society is conditioning you to see yourself as the nerdy cornball dude, and then to see the woman as the prize. You feel what I'm saying? They're looking at her like, oh, she's the ultimate, she's the thing. So when you start to think that way, that's how you start to manifest your situations in real life like that. So you start to treat women like that in real life. And so what happens is that since, you know, real life isn't technically like that movie, you understand? You're going to be dealing with a girl, putting her on that pedestal, looking at her as a prize. And she's looking at you like, why is this guy doing this for me? Just like, you know, Miles, you were saying earlier, is that, you know, a lot of these women know that they ain't shit. You understand? And the thing is, when we even say that, right? Because I did a video about this years ago. I did this video called Bitches Ain't Shit. And I was saying that it's not like we're not saying it to diss women. We're saying that they ain't shit in the sense that you have to take them down off the fucking pedestal that you put them on. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, you got to understand that chicks are just humans. They're just regular people. It's not like, oh, you got, you know, this high super, oh, they're super intelligent. They're super awesome. They can do no wrong. All this other garbage that you listen to or you hear, you know, that is what we're talking about when we're saying it ain't shit. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not, you know, some fucking thing. And on top of that, women themselves, they understand all their quirks and insecurities and all the bullshit that they do. You understand? So they know that they ain't shit. You feel what I'm saying? So therefore, when you're actually trying to fucking put her on that pedestal, she's looking at you like, what are you doing? Like, is like, why? It's not even that serious. I don't deserve this. You feel what I'm saying? And then so therefore she's not really trying to fuck with you like that. That's the reason why a lot of times chicks gravitate to guys who are on that bad boy mentality, the guys who just sort of like, you know, like, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll hook up, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to fucking sweat you because there's no point to doing that. And then so it humanizes the situation with the, you know, her and him. But these other guys out here, when you're putting chicks on a pedestal, when you're being the super nice guy, you feel what I'm saying? That's what's going to make it hard for you to really connect with these chicks, because to them, they're looking at you like you don't understand what the fuck is going on. And they're like, nah, I can't fuck with this guy. He's on some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, right? And also too, what happens is that, you know, the reason why guys, they think that women are special is men have this, they still have this thing, and I've talked about this a million times, where they try to separate women into good girl / bad girl. You understand? Like, meaning that the good girls are the girls who, you know, they don't fuck around. They don't have sex with a whole bunch of dudes. They wait till marriage. They wait till they find the right guy. They're sitting at home knitting or watching Netflix, just waiting for that right man. They take it slow. They got to wait till they get to know you before they have sex with you. Then you got the bad girls who's just sucking and fucking everything that moves and walks. You understand? And, you know, they have no quote unquote respect for themselves and yada, yada, yada. So they, you know, you've been tricked into thinking that there's two different women, but they're the same fucking person. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same chick. The good girl and the bad girl is the same fucking chick. You understand? They only show you certain sides depending on who they're dealing with. You understand?
Right.
That girl who said that she needs to get to know you first before she gets physical just came from sucking some guy's dick. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So, and then so since you've been conditioned to think women are special and they don't do that, and that there's good girls and then there's bad girls, she's just playing the good girl role with you. You see what I'm saying? She's just switching it up. You understand? It's the same fucking person. You understand? It's the same chick. So each chick is going to play that role depending on who they're dealing with. You understand? So she might go to you and fucking suck you, you know, and then go to another guy and be playing that, oh, I got to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. Or, you understand? She might be on that get to know you shit with you and then fucking and sucking the other guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been with chicks who I've came to their house, had sex with them, and we both left her house at the same time. Cause, you know, like, after I'm putting on my shit and I'm about to bounce. So she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk out with you. And she's on her way to a date. You see what I'm saying? On her way to dating a nigga. You feel what I mean? So after we just been fucking. You see what I'm saying? So chicks is out here doing that. So if you believe in that good girl, bad girl nonsense, it's because you've been tricked into thinking that women are special. So there's these special girls who don't do any of that stuff, who's only had sex with maybe one guy or no guys, and they're waiting for you to come around and, you know, and marry them. And no, it ain't happening. You understand? You got to understand how much chicks love dick. You understand? Chicks love dick. Anytime. Listen, that right there, if anytime you talking to a girl, flirting with her, interacting with her on a date with her, just have that in your mind. You understand? If you say to yourself, chicks love dick, that's going to propel you to really make shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? And then you're going to give her the opportunity to get that dick. You understand? This is what we've been talking about earlier. You see what I mean? Because she already wants it, right? You just have to create the situation for her to get it. It's that simple. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I want to talk about the whole like the I guess you could say the dichotomy. I shouldn't use big words and shit, but the dichotomy of the paradigm of the good girl and the you know, the slut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're all one and the same. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why they have to like blow these R. Kelly stories out of proportion.
Right.
And blow these Usher stories out of proportion and like remember when they found Tiger Woods cheating?
Right.
And they said he needed to go to
rehab and all that dumb shit.
To fucking nymphomaniac rehab or some shit because he's addicted to sex and all of this shit.
Right.
Here's what it is, right? They have to push those stories in your face because to accept the fact that women in general are sluts.
Right.
To accept that fact is to accept the fact that all of that strong, independent female shit is bullshit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because in order for them to keep things going in society as it is today, where they gotta have these stories about strong women and women are equal and women can do just about anything a man can do, and a woman is no more of an emotional creature than a man, and all of these different things.
Right.
In order for them to keep those type of things going, they need to push the narrative. They need to suppress the narrative of the slut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They need to suppress all of that shit where it's like for them to come out with the story and say, well, you got a bunch of bitches staying at R. Kelly house because they're just worthless sluts and they don't really have any ambitions to go to college and do anything.
Right.
Like, if they couldn't come out with the story like that. They have to say, oh, R. Kelly is brainwashing these chicks into an abusive cult.
Right.
Like a cult, my nigga? Like a cult? Like, you know what a cult is? A cult is like a group of like at least 50 to 100 and something people.
Right.
Standing around worshiping aliens that they have never seen and fucking drinking, poison to kill themselves all the time so they can so they're in the next life. Like, come on, my nigga. Like a cult? Seriously? R. Kelly just got some bitches chilling at his house for him to fuck from time to time.
Right.
It's not a cult.
Right.
You know but you realize how much they have to play up the story, B. Like you have to pay attention to the words that these people use.
Right.
The fucking story said that R. Kelly is running an abusive cult.
Right.
Like, yo, R. Kelly, let me tell you something about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, they said that R. Kelly reads on the 7th grade level, son. R. Kelly's not a very intelligent dude. Son.
Right.
You understand? For him to organize a cult, get out of this is like you have to realize this is how much they have to play up the story because they can't just come out and say, yo, these group of bitches are worthless.
Right.
And I'm not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these chicks are always gonna be worthless. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can have a space in time where how they say, oh, I'm just gonna take a couple of years off and travel the world and see the sights. Like maybe at this point in time, these young girls, they just want to be taken care of by a rich man and get dug out.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't to accept those facts is to accept that there's a lot of chicks out here that at some points in their life they're just worthless sluts who just want to get fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
It takes away from the from all of that girl power shit. It takes away from them trying to put Hillary Clinton in office.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
It takes away from so many of their narratives where the agendas that they're trying to push become bullshit when you actually accept the reality of the situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so fucking crazy. Like, man, like, and it gets me upset because it's like nobody don't want to really just look at the truth of the situation. Everybody want to fucking believe all these things and put all these judgments on it, and it's like, nah, son. A lot of these chicks are fucking worthless. Like, they ain't shit. Like, all right, here's one thing that makes me really fucking mad, right? You see all of these chicks, they let these, like, niggas who ain't got, like, niggas with no job, no career, no nothing.
Right.
Like, just ain't shit niggas that be out on the corner hustling whatever they hustling, and not even hustling, because these niggas, let me tell you what they do. They don't even hustle like that. They fucking just depend on other people.
Right.
They borrow money from this bitch. They living at this bitch apartment. They driving this other bitch car because, and kudos to them. I'm not even mad like that. I'm not even mad because if you got enough game to get what you need to get from other people, then that's fine. I'm not mad at the guy. But here's what I'm mad at. These same chicks will allow these niggas to fucking fuck them raw and get them pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And when the little bitch get pregnant, they're like, oh, don't worry about it because having a baby is a blessing, and you're gonna be a strong single parent mother, and everything's gonna be fine. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can support abroad for having a child out of wedlock with a nigga that don't got shit, right? But you wanna get upset at a fucking chick that made the conscious choice to go chill at R. Kelly house and just get fucked for a couple of years.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
She's not dealing with a nigga that ain't got shit. R. Kelly's a fucking millionaire with catalogs of fucking music that we all love and listen to.
Mm.
At least she's dealing with a nigga that's about something.
Right.
Right? At the very least, she might even fucking learn something from a nigga like that. Because then when you're around successful people, you pick up successful traits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But you're letting all of this fucking unwanted pregnancy slide with a bunch of ain't shit niggas. Like, and it's not even, and forgive me, because I keep saying the ain't shit niggas, but the real truth is that it's not that it's an ain't shit nigga. It's an ain't shit bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they don't wanna fucking come to terms with the fact that she's an ain't shit bitch.
Right. But see, also
I can't impregnate you unless I rape you. I can't impregnate you if you don't allow the shit.
Right.
You understand me?
Right. And I was gonna say it's also just the thought of saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Saying, oh well, she ain't shit. Because if you think about it, a lot of guys, if you were to say, like, I remember I was in a room somewhere and I was talking to some girl or some shit, and I said something, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I remember the reaction of the men in the room. You understand? Because there was a few women. I said some real shit, like basically the shit we be talking about on the show. And I said some shit about women. And then so all the guys in the room looked like they were scared of what the women were going to react to about what I said. You understand? And so that, like, so imagine you in the room, like, let's say we saying the same thing about, oh, all these chicks that fucked with R. Kelly, they ain't shit. They just, walking around doing whatever, and y'all putting them on a pedestal and acting like they something they not. You feel what I'm saying? Then everybody's, oh my God, I can't believe you said, and then so you got the dudes that's going to be caping, the dudes that's scared to speak up and all this other stuff. And that is basically conditioned in you understand? Because society has taught you that women can't do no wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Or women can't be this way. So then when you hear that, it's almost like an automatic, like, pushback to even talk about this, because you're like, oh, you can't talk such things about women. That's crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, so it's all these different things, because now when you say that shit, oh, you're a misogynist, and oh, how would you feel if someone was speaking about your mother that way, and blah, 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 and this and this and that, and yada, yada, yada. And that's another thing. See, and this goes back to when I was talking about with dudes that got daughters and shit, and, dudes be thinking about their moms and all this. Nigga, your daughter and your mom is still a female. You understand? Yep. And I guarantee you, if you actually sat your mom down and asked her about her past, you understand? She will tell you some shit that will blow your fucking mind. You feel what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, my mother told me how she used this nigga for his car back in the day. Cause my mother was fine as shit. She was one of those, like, fit chocolate chicks with the afros and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So she had motherfuckers like, like my dad was like, he knew he was going to marry my mom. Like, he was like, yo, she was the shit. You feel what I'm saying? But so there was other dudes that she was like, she told me this. She was like, yeah, there was some guy, he liked me. I just used him to drive me around. You feel what I'm saying? And so you look at your mom and you're like, you don't think that your mother would do something like that, because in your mind, you're thinking, my mom would never do shit like that because you have an idea of what you see your mom as. Or like if you have a daughter, you have an idea of what you see your daughter as. Like even look at Lawrence Fishburne. Like look at what his daughter was doing with the porno and shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, and so, you know, like shit like that is the thing that it fucks up your mind. It fucks with your mind because you have this thought process of what you think or how you think women are. You feel what I'm saying? And so what we're trying to tell you is you got to take them off that pedestal. You feel what I'm saying? See, we're not saying this shit to, oh, you know, we're saying this and we're being mean because on the outside looking in, it again, why does it seem like you're being mean or evil or misogynist? Because you've been taught and conditioned to think you can't say shit about women. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you've been taught and conditioned that they don't do anything wrong. So by you saying anything wrong about it, it's like you're hating or you're being mean or evil. You see what I mean? It's crazy.
The point that's really being made is that there's nothing really right or wrong.
Right, exactly.
There's nothing really right or wrong. What there is the fucking truth.
Exactly.
What I'm saying? What there is the truth. That's it. That's really it. There's no right or wrong. There's shit that's legal and there's shit that's illegal.
Right.
But all that right or wrong shit is only implanted in the mind by people who have agendas.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Pretty much.
They want you to feel a certain way so they can get you to do what they want you to do. All right, it's like this. I'm gonna give you some plain shit. That's exactly what we talking about with this, you know, talking to women and all this shit. Tell me. I know you've experienced this shit, right? You'll approach a chick and you'll just be direct with her and be straight up and be like, "Yo,
right,
you are sick as shit.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get naked and fuck.
Right.
Let me get your number." Right now, instead of the chick just saying, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm not interested," she's one of them bitches who will look at you and be like, "Oh my God."
Right.
Like, how could you ever talk to someone that way? Do you talk to your mother that way?
Right, exactly.
So here's what it is. She's one of those people who she subscribes to all that agenda shit, and she got her ego involved.
Right.
She's trying to get you. She wants to make sure you never talk to any woman like that again.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But the real truth of the matter is, if you're interested, then you say, "Hey, let's go fuck." Or if you're not interested, you say, "Nah, I'm good," and keep it moving.
Right.
But then you got those people in between who they're on this fucking social justice crusade.
Right.
Where it's like, "Oh well, I don't condone any man saying anything like that to any woman ever."
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is that there are a good amount of women out there who's just waiting for a man to come up to him and say that shit.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Your job as a guy that's trying to find those women is to increase your numbers and go find those women. So that's why we tell you gotta talk to like at least 25 bitches a week,
right?
5 a day,
mm-hmm.
because you gotta find that chick that's about your shit. And it goes the same way on the other end, where it's like you might be one of these polite niggas, and you roll up to a chick talking about, "Oh, excuse me, hi, how are you doing? I think it would be pertinent if you and I were to, you know, exchange information, and then possibly maybe if our schedule would intertwine, that we could find some time to have dinner and maybe get a little intimate." Yo, the bitch looking at you like, "Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
Either ask me to fuck or get the fuck out of my face."
Real talk.
But the point of the matter is, you can't let that agenda shit fuck with you. You gotta just do what's honest to you and just go do that shit.
Right.
If the bitch ain't with it, then she ain't with it. Once you start talking all that, "Oh my God, well I never,"
right,
walk away from that bitch.
Exactly.
You walk away from her. You feel me?
Exactly. Real talk.
Don't do nothing because you think, or you're gonna place some agenda on somebody because you don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know them. So don't be acting like every woman is this or every woman is that. Just go find what you want to get. And
right.
It's these things, the egocentric people, the narcissistic people who have all these agendas, they make the game harder than it needs to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I remember that one time. You remember that one time I was having a conversation with the lady in a bar, and we was talking about how attractive Kim Kardashian was.
Right.
So I asked her. I said, "Oh, so have you ever been with a female?" And she fucking lost her fucking mind. And
right.
Started yelling at me and acting crazy and shit.
Right.
And I didn't even respond. Like, I just was looking at her like you're fucking, like, you're wild. Like,
right.
I backed up and just stopped talking to the bitch.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
But the point of the matter, the real point of the matter is that she could have just answered the question and kept the conversation going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she let her ego or whatever agenda she was trying to push stop her from having a real conversation with a real person.
Right.
And that's the point that's dangerous, and that's the point that makes a lot of things way more complicated than it needs to be.
Right. That chick was probably with a chick before. That's why she was acting that way. Like, she felt ashamed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
She probably got some deep, dark past she's trying to fucking hide.
Right.
And when I said that, I woke up some type of memory or something.
Right.
She lost her fucking mind.
And see, that's the thing you got to understand about, like, women too, is because, she was probably like, acting like, oh, how could you talk about that, blah, blah, blah. Because, again, they're trying, it's still that good girl, bad girl thing where it's like, I want you to see me a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how society has allowed women to be able to play that role. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're able to play that role where they're like, oh, well, I'm this way or I'm that way. And I can pretend to be this or that. You understand what I'm saying? And then so that within itself plays out when you're dealing with women. You see what I mean? This is why you have to be on top of your game and understand what's really going on out here. Because if you don't, you're going to be caught up and you're just basically going to start to believe anything that these women are telling you. You're going to start to believe how these women are moving, because now what they're doing a lot of times, all they're basically doing is that they are like looking for suckers. You understand? So if you're a sucker, what's going to happen is that she sees that she can say and do whatever, and you're going to believe her because she's a woman. So she can play I'm this, good girl. I got to get to know you. I got to do this so that they can, extract time, energy, and money from you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I mean? Because if she needs to get to know you, what does that mean? That means you got to spend more time with her. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, so if you sitting there believing that she actually has to get to know you, especially because this is one thing. See, this is how you know it's bullshit, right? Let's say you fucking with a girl, right? And you say to her, and you trying to get some sex popping, right? And she says, wait, I can't have sex with you. I need to get to know you more, right? That's bullshit. You understand? Because a woman can get to know you even if she could fuck you right now and then still get to know you later. You understand what I'm saying? Her actually, and the trick is what they do is that they say, well, the girl needs to get to know you because she needs to get comfortable enough with you in order to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a lie. You understand? The chick needs to be comfortable enough to fuck, but her comfortability has nothing to do with her getting to know you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, chicks meet niggas at bars, at clubs, at different places, and they fuck these niggas in the bathroom. You understand? After knowing them for like 15 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. So it's not this, I got to get to know you so that I can get comfortable and then fuck you. No, they're using the comfortability and the rapport excuse in order to buy time so they could bullshit with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that aspect. So the thing is, a woman's going to be comfortable with a guy based off of her, how she's feeling in that moment through her being inspired by that guy's vibe, which is why a girl could fuck a guy in 15 minutes and meeting him in the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? So, but what she does is that she's looking for a sucker to believe that she needs to take her time to get to know him before she can fuck him. And so if she sees that he takes the bait, then she realizes that he's the type of guy that doesn't really have that much experience with chicks, and he doesn't realize that she's bullshitting him. You see what I'm saying? And so she knows that he's falling into the societal pressure and the conditioning of looking at girls in this sort of way. You see what I'm saying?
He sees that you have subscribed to that agenda, so he knows how almost exactly how to use you.
Exactly,
you know
right.
Here's the important part right here. This is why it benefits you to not fall into any agenda except your own. Every person that you're stepping to, every girl that you're about to holler at, you don't know them. And the truth is, you don't have to know them. The only person you have to know in the situation is yourself.
Right. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real fucking
you
talk.
Step up to a girl knowing what you want out of the situation. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. You let what you want out of the situation be known explicitly and imperatively. And either she's with it or she's not. When they start talking all that, oh, you're being disrespectful and all that other crazy shit, it's like this. It's like if I ask you a question, yo, what color is the sky, right?
Right.
If you say anything else but blue, I don't need to talk to you no more.
Right, exactly.
Because if I ask you the question, what color is the sky? And you're like, well, it depends on what you mean sky. Because sometimes, it's like, all of that bullshit I don't need to listen to. That's a waste of my time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit goes over in so many fucking categories of life. If you have a goal that you're trying to reach, and the person that you're fucking with is not helping you reach that goal, you have to stop fucking with them exactly at that moment. Dude.
Right.
Exactly at that moment. If you go to somebody and you say, yo, how do I become rich? And they start talking about the moon and the stars, son, the conversation is over.
Right, exactly.
Same shit when you hollering at a bitch, like, yo, what's up? You look good. I'm trying to see you Friday night. What's up?
Right.
Well, I have a boyfriend, and all right, conversation's done.
Exactly. Exactly. Real talk.
Yo, what's up? You look good. I saw you over there. I'm trying to holler at you. I'm trying to go to dinner Friday night. What's up? Well, I'm not the type of girl that goes out to dinner with people. All right, conversation's done. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what type of girl you are. I don't care about your boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about nothing. If it's not having to do with what I'm talking about, conversation is done.
Exactly. Real talk. Real talk.
Like my nigga, like niggas, rap niggas say that shit all the time. Like if it ain't about I love that fucking T.I. song. If it ain't about the money.
Right. Exactly.
Don't be calling me up, nigga. I ain't getting up if it ain't about the money. Like,
right.
Nigga, you gotta know what you're about, B. You gotta know that's the most important part, because people will try to fucking sway you and push their agendas on you and try to make you feel bad about wanting a certain thing. And that's why the R. Kelly thing is so crazy, because when you look at a story like that, it's so easy in your mind to fucking villainize Kelly and to fucking put the bitches on a fucking pedestal and be like, oh, these poor young ladies, they're so misguided, and they have nobody to tell them the truth about how evil Mr. R. Kelly is. No.
Right.
No. The point is, R. Kelly wants something out of the situation, and those bitches want something out of the situation. It just so happens that they got to meet, and everybody's getting exactly what they want out of the situation.
Exactly. Real talk.
Or else them bitches would not be fucking with R. Kelly. You understand me?
Real talk.
Don't let none of that bullshit fuck with your mind. Know what you want out of the situation and go get that shit.
Exactly. And listen, on that note, we are about to end this podcast. But listen, guys, you guys got to make sure that you take advantage of the bad boy, of the sale that we have with the Bad Boy membership. When you join the membership before the 24th, by midnight, then you are going to get the ultimate Bad Boy package. All right. So you got 2 days left, or actually half of this day and then, Monday. All right. So anything else you want to say, Mouse, before we get out of here?
Yo, go get on that package because I'm mad you giving away so much shit.
All right. All right, yo. So we are out of here, people. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Later.
All right.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.